Hi everyone, this is going to be the Zodiac General Reading for the collective for whatever Zodiac sign comes out on the dice. So let's begin. Who am I reading for? I've already done Cancer. Cancer again. I've already done Aries. Pisces. I don't think I've done Pisces, so let's begin. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Which I'm going to need to see for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, please. Stars. And letters. Okay, I'm not reading the Lenormand combination reading, which is how you're supposed to read Lenormand, purely for the purpose that I'm going to be using the keywords associated for individual cards, gathering the topic that comes from that to assist in the reading. I'm an intuitive channeler, so whatever comes out is necessary. Not everyone is going to relate to this particular Pisces reading. But yeah, let's begin. Okay, so stars themselves in the Lenormand, they represent dreams come true, your potential, creativity, and your destiny. All right, and then we have the letter. The letter itself is news. Okay, written communication, email or notice. Okay, straight off the bat, there could be something that you have been wanting to be granted for success in some way or another for a long time, and I feel like that may be coming into your life. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the Psychic Tarot to get some basis on this reading. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Show me what I need to see for the stars and the letter. Mental conflict. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Patience and planning. And temptation. We have transformation coming out underneath the deck. Okay, so yeah, I feel like where you wanted your goals to head has been a bit of a process. Okay, with it could be very much related to your career. If it's not your career, it's very much what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. All right, mental conflict, patience and planning, and temptation. It's asking you to stay grounded in this point of time. Okay, where you're wanting to expand on your life path and such is very vital for you at the minute to understand what is actually processing and happening for you. You've manifested it and it's come a long way. Don't get tempted by being sucked back into old paradigms, into old feelings of comfort. Okay, at this time that what you're going through, it has required you to find yourself again. I feel the transformative process. This is a Scorpio card, and this is like a Capricorn energy as well. But you've come a long way from where you were. All right, and it's really asking you to indulge in those senses, not in the senses of familiarity in the past. Okay, so like indulge in those senses. Yes, the growth has happened, and if it hasn't happened, you're currently going through this metamorphosis, this transformation. Okay, so clarify the mental conflict for Pisces. Why is this here? Heart shattered was the first words I got with that. Your heart was shattered, all right, in a sense. And it could have been because you had brought yourself up to a level where you understood yourself to a degree, and where you're wanting to place those desires or those imminent things for yourself to make yourself happy. I feel like you've been heartbroken in that sense, and you are wondering what you were doing wrong for this to happen. And I feel like the intentions were always there, but I feel like wherever you were going with what you wanted in the past may not have been aligned with you. Maybe it was throwing you off and making you think that, well, if I can't get to where I think I should be going, it's asking you to make sure that you're feeling where you're going, not necessarily a thought process, okay? And that's what the broken heart scenario is here for. I feel like what has come of that is you may have been telling yourself that this is what you want to do, but it really wasn't aligned with what you're supposed to do, and that asks you to go within to feel that sense of fulfillment, and then jumping into change. Clarify again for the mental conflict. And yeah, okay, so the King of Swords. You may have been hell-bent in the way that you were thinking towards this idea or ideal situation, but it was giving you a track which was throwing obstacles in the way that were the same obstacles as before. And I feel like what had happened is you suddenly realize that I've already done this. Why am I having to go through this again? And why am I being put in circumstances where I already know how to deal with those things? That's because of that path that you were on. The path you're supposed to be on is much different. Now, I'm also getting another message that if you had suddenly gone through a third-party situation with an individual, that come to light, and it's caused the heartbreak, the upset, but it also threw you onto the right pathway for where you're supposed to be going. Why is the patience and planning here? Ten of Pentacles coming out. Alright, that beautiful card to clarify that patience and planning. To have that home-filled success is what I'm hearing, okay? Back to the first scenario, which I've been reading out about your dreams coming true regarding your life path. It has taken that time, and it's still going to take a little bit longer, okay? And if it's not already happening, it will be happening in the near future. It does require you to reflect on the things that have brought you back to that temptation in the past, to indulge in things that were no longer serving you, but it's also asking you to remain focused on these times ahead. I feel like if you're wanting to, if you're expanding in your career, and this could be just very much a direct message to somebody out there, I feel like where you're wanting your life to go in terms of your career, it has to do with a big corporation, something that you're going to be recognised for. I'm getting an intuitive message just now, just one moment. Okay, so it may be to do with the health industry. I'm hearing it could be very much to do with making changes in people's lives. Okay, you may have been knocked back on and refused job opportunities in the past, but I feel like now is actually the time that you're going to be benefiting from receiving written communication regarding this position. And this may, like I said, may be very direct message to someone out there, Pisces. Wherever Pisces lays in your chart could be very much applicable. But this is a big corporation, okay? And I feel like, and on a sideline note, I feel like this is the sort of company that you just need to be wary of, okay? And I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but there could be a tendency that you may want this fulfillment so badly, but it's asking you to do a little bit of reflection and find out the research relating to this bigger company. I'm not sure what this means, but it's showing me that there's a dark side to it, okay? Show me a little bit more. Patience and planning for Pisces, please. Yeah, okay, so this is another intuitive message. This company's being watched for whatever reason, okay? I'm not too sure why. Now, underneath, I was just about to deal again, and I've taken, my attention has been put on the bottom of the card deck. Yeah, they're being watched. I feel like they're at a loss in some sense, but they're tied up in some other endeavours, which aren't necessarily a positive aspect. I'm not sure who that is for, but that is the message that I just got. Can I have another card, please, for patience and planning for Pisces? Okay, the death card coming out. So basically, like I said to you before, this is the death card, Scorpio, and this is the Capricorn card, the devil, okay? And I just showed you the devil just before, right? I feel like this is interesting. What I'm getting from this is like health, okay? Just be careful who you are wanting to reside with in your career. I don't feel like this is going to be of the best interest for you. I'm not sure why I'm getting that message, but it's just one moment. In some way in the future, this foundation, this incorporation, business, whatever, I know that I'm feeling that it's a very well-known company, and I feel very much directed to say that this is to do with some health or health resource related company. But it's going to be left, okay? So it's going to be left in the shadows. It's going to be, in a sense, forgotten about in the future. I'm not sure how long. I can delve into that in a bit. But Pisces, this is like a pretty big thing for you, and I get that. But I just want to say that if those of you that are looking to work under the World Health Organization or wanting to pursue in that domain, I'm not sure why I'm getting this, but it's maybe something that you should reconsider, because I feel like they're going to be left in the shadows, as in like, and I don't know why I'm getting this, but these are channeled messages, I cannot help it. But they're not, figuratively speaking, they're not going to be the focus of the future. That's a really interesting message. And for those of you that are working in psychiatrics, okay, as well, just be careful about, are you ready for this, as well as the other message that I heard. This could be quite more confronting than what you first thought. Lots of different health related messages for Pisces here. Okay, why is the Temptation card here? Temptation. Clarifying that, we have the Page of Swords. Alright. Watched. I'm getting that strongly. Something's being watched. And before too long, I feel like it's going to be just nil. Like, whatever's going on here, I don't feel like it's positive at all, and I'm getting that getting strongly that it's being watched. And it could also represent that if you're already working for something that's so big, such a big company or whatever, you may need to be careful who you communicate with, especially if you're the one that's doing the wrong thing on the outside of the company, because you're being watched, okay? But, I mean, going back to the start of this reading, wish fulfillment and written communication or email or whatever, these cards aren't the most positive, except for this middle one here. So let's have a look further. Yeah. Some work has been watched. Working environment is being watched. Underneath we have the Emperor. Okay, something more, it's serious. Something's being watched from the sideline. And if it is to do with a big company, you need to be very careful, because even though we have the Hangman coming out, take a minute to really know where you're going with this, how this is going to impact you, because it will. I'm getting also that this could release you from something that you've wanted to be released from. All right. So if you're in a situation where there could be allegations or anything made against you, I feel like this will come to a stop in the near future somehow, with some sort of factual news. All right, we've got King of Swords here and also the Knight of Swords, and they're news bringers. They're also people that are factual, evidence and whatnot. So if we're talking, if the Justice card does come out, then that sums it up. But I'll just go the one more, please. Yeah, there's the Truth card coming out, the Ace of Swords. So representative of the truth, all the facts and whatnot. Underneath, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So realistically, patience and planning. All right, so whatever is going on in the... I'm really connected to a work aspect in this respect, and or endeavours where you... Just one moment. Sorry, my daughter woke up. So yeah, if this is related to some organisation that you're involved with or wanting to be involved with, you just need to be very vigilant and careful about who they actually are, what they represent, and or their involvements. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is what I'm getting strongly from this reading, and I feel like if you were hung up on something, or were involved with something along the lines of disputes related to the incorporation and their clients, or even to do with patient-related issues that involved you, I feel like you're going to be released from that, because whatever truth had been spoken had definitely been in your benefit. It's asking you to make sure that you keep tight-lipped on this situation until it's finalised as well, I'm getting. So before I wrap it up, I will bring forth the archetype card, or archetype that you're currently embodying. Show me Pisces and the current archetype that they are embodying. Very interesting read for you guys. You definitely feel tied to this situation, whatever it may be. I'm getting as well, like, and I'm strongly directing this towards work relations. There's been a few individuals that have not been the most faithful in this respect and could have put you in the limelight for something that they have done, not you. There's lots of messages here that if you're relating to, please comment on this one, because I know it seems blasé, but these are messages that do come through, and when they do, I speak them. I'm a channeler, so I know. Tell you now, I don't remember a bloody thing once I've disconnected from source in channeling respect. The Destroyer, okay? That's what's coming out. So I'll read from the book what the Destroyer means. Because underneath we've got the Shapeshifter. Oh, okay. I want to really say to you guys that you're dealing with something external, something very big beyond what we can comprehend in the 3D, right? You're dealing with a bigger corporation. I feel like these people or whoever, in a sense, they are not what they seem. Okay, I'm not going to get too far involved with that. Please, if you'd like a personal reading, please hit me up. But this is not your mundane reading. This is something beyond external stuff, and having the Shapeshifter underneath. Shapeshifter says it all, and that's all I'll say about that for the minute. Alright, so the Destroyer 107. Yeah, the author on this particular tarot card deck has just written it just beautifully, and very direct. I just feel like she will definitely need to be mentioned on each time that I read with these cards, because it's short, sweet, straight to the point. The Savage, the Unexpected, and the Rejected. The Destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on. Alright, we hang on to. We hang on to the permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out beneath our relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's a part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happiness in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll. The ground opens up, the castles crumble. Hold on for the ride, the Destroyer has arrived. Oh, that just gave me crown chakra tingles. Alright, so when this is light aspected, alright, and the energy of you embodying that, so the positive aspect of the Destroyer, swift and precise blows that redirect our life, okay? And that's what I was saying from the beginning of this reading. I feel like there's a shift, alright? Your dream coming true, written communication side of things. It could be some sort of release that you needed to be able to realign with the path set, okay? When this is dark aspected in its negative persona, self-destruction, negativity, unwillingness to rebuild, okay? These are very important messages for you at this time. So it's asking you not to delve back into temptation, to see it for what it is, to hold back on anything else that's relating to this situation, because what has happened is it's going to crumble and it's going to push you into your right path itself. Okay, but I'm strongly getting the messages that I did mention to you before, and there is a couple in there. They could be related wholly, but they also may be separate, and whatever is taken from that individually from whoever's listening, please comment and let me know if this resonates with you. Please like, share and subscribe, and please let me know if you'd like to book a personal reading. Thanks, Pisces.